Burt Lancaster was one of Hollywood's most commanding figures, a man of raw talent, intensity, and iron will. Born Burton Stephen Lancaster on November 2, 1913, in East Harlem, New York City, he grew up in a working-class Irish family during tough times. His father, James, was a postal worker, while his mother, Elizabeth, instilled in him strong discipline and moral values. From an early age, Burt's athleticism and restless energy set him apart. After excelling at DeWitt Clinton High School, he earned a scholarship to New York University. But college couldn't contain his adventurous spirit. Dropping out, he joined the circus as an acrobat with his lifelong friend Nick Cravat, forming the duo Lang and Cravat. Their daring trapeze acts refined the physical grace and discipline that would later define his powerful screen presence. When World War II erupted, Lancaster served in the U.S. Army's Special Services Entertainment Division, performing for troops and gaining a deep understanding of people, a quality that would bring depth to his acting. After the war, fate intervened when a talent scout noticed him and offered him an audition that changed his life. His debut in The Killers, 1946, based on an Ernest Hemingway story, made him an overnight star. Lancaster's portrayal of the doomed boxer Swede Anderson revealed not just his physicality, but also his vulnerability, an intoxicating combination that captivated audiences. Through the 1940s and 1950s, he refused to be typecast, taking on challenging roles in films like Brute Force, 1947, Criss-Cross, 1949, and From Here to Eternity, 1953. His beachside kiss with Deborah Kerr became one of Hollywood's most iconic moments. Yet Lancaster sought more than fame. He craved creative control. In 1948, he co-founded Hecht Hill Lancaster Productions, pioneering independent filmmaking. His company produced Marty, 1955, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture, showcasing his commitment to meaningful storytelling. Lancaster's career evolved through the 1960s and 70s as he embraced complex, morally layered roles. His Oscar-winning performance in Elmer Gantry, 1960, displayed his ability to mix charm with menace, while Birdman of Alcatraz, 1962, revealed his deep empathy and capacity for transformation. Later performances in The Leopard, 1963, Atlantic City, 1980, and Field of Dreams, 1989, reflected his maturity and introspection as both actor and man. Off-screen, Lancaster was equally passionate, an outspoken advocate for civil rights and opponent of the Vietnam War. His intelligence and integrity earned him admiration and respect, even as his stubbornness sometimes made him difficult to work with. In his personal life, Lancaster's journey through love mirrored his evolving spirit. His first marriage to June Ernst in 1935, during his circus days, reflected the innocence and struggle of his youth. Their union ended in 1946, just as his fame was beginning. That same year, he married Norma Anderson, the woman who became his greatest anchor. Their 23-year marriage produced 5 children and lasted through the golden age of his career. Norma's strength and insight grounded him, though his ambition and activism eventually strained their relationship, leading to divorce in 1969. Years later, in 1990, Lancaster married Susan Martin, who brought him peace and companionship in his twilight years. Despite his success, Lancaster was known for his fierce pride and intensity, qualities that made him a Hollywood legend, but also sparked rivalries. The one man who could truly get under his skin was Kirk Douglas. Both men were larger than life, rugged, ambitious, and determined to be the best. When they first met in the late 1940s, they recognized in each other a mirror of their own drive. Their collaboration in I Walk Alone, 1948, ignited a rivalry that would last for decades. Lancaster accused Douglas of trying to steal scenes. Douglas, in turn, saw Lancaster as controlling and unyielding. Yet, their competition fueled greatness. Together, they starred in classics like Gunfight at the OK Corral, 1957, The Devil's Disciple, 1959, and 7 Days in May, 1964. Each performance crackling with intensity, born of real-life tension. Behind the scenes, their clashes were legendary, battling over billing, direction, and creative control. Lancaster once said, "We both wanted to be the boss, but there's only room for one general in a war." Still, beneath the rivalry lay profound respect. "Kirk brought out the best in me," Lancaster admitted later. "He irritated the hell out of me, but he pushed me to work harder." As time passed, their competitive fire softened into friendship. Their final collaboration, Tough Guys, 1986, captured their shared history with humor and nostalgia. Douglas fondly called him a magnificent bastard, the best friend and worst enemy I ever had. In truth, they were two sides of the same coin, driven, defiant, and unafraid to stand alone in an industry built on compromise. Burt Lancaster's life was a reflection of that same uncompromising spirit, a man who rose from the streets of Harlem to reshape Hollywood through courage, conviction, and charisma. He died on October 20th, 1994, at age 80, after suffering a heart attack in his Century City home. Yet his legacy endures, not just in the unforgettable films he left behind, but in the fierce authenticity with which he lived every frame of his life.